Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chico MMA. No, this is Chico Weekly. Well, channel is Chico MMA. Series is Chico Weekly. This is going to be the week of Sunday, April 9th, all the way through Saturday, April 15th. This is episode 15. Yeah, week 15, same thing. And a lot of pretty good fights, actually. A lot of fight cancellations as well that kind of hurt to see as well. But this is the Max Holloway fight week, UFC Kansas City fight week. So a lot of interesting things happen. We got a poster as well. We got a championship bout. A lot of nice things happen during this week. Again, it's late. I do apologize for that, but we move on, and we're gonna start off with Sunday, where not a lot happened on Sunday. Not a lot of fights got announced. The bout order. This is the bout order. I'm pretty sure this was the bout order that stayed. This is kind of the final bout order. No more changes happened to the card after this photo got released. So that's pretty cool. On Monday, that's what I meant to say. We got one fight. Ikram Aliskerov versus Phil Hawes. It was announced for UFC 288 on May 6th. Was scheduled as a middleweight bout, listed as a light heavyweight on ESPN, but it's actually a middleweight bout. Good fight there. Phil Haas coming back. Also, with Nate Maness out and Carlos Candelario out, Zalgiris Zmagulov will now fight Rafael Esteban at UFC 288 on May 6th. That's a good fight there. Bout order for UFC 288 in Newark, New Jersey. This got changed around quite a bit. The main card is very different now, so we're gonna don't take this for the official bout order, because it's very much not. We got a lot of fight cancellations after that photo. But anyways, we're gonna move on to Tuesday. We got the poster. Go look at the poster if you want. It's nice, but the thing with this poster is it's outdated, because the poster changed, and I'm gonna get into that later into the week. But that's Tuesday. Pretty sure that was it for Tuesday. This is a Bellator fight right here. If you want to pause and look at it, that's a Bellator fight. Pretty sure that yeah. We're on Wednesday now. Bellator fights some more. We got a championship bout right here. Champion Brandon Moreno will fight Alejandro Pantoja at UFC 290 on July 8th. This is the co-main event. This is for the flyweight championship of the world. Very interesting fight here. This is the number 2 flyweight contender challenging the champion, newly crowned 2-time flyweight champion Brandon Moreno for his UFC flyweight title. Very good fight there. Also, some more fights got announced, pretty sure. Yeah. Interview with Rosenstrike. He's got a fight soon. Parker Porter, the GOAT. Everybody knows he's the greatest of all time. Will fight Braxton Smith at UFC 288 on May 6th. Braxton Smith is a debuting fighter. Parker Porter going up against him. That's a fun fight. That should be interesting. Sam Alvey's coming back. He's coming back against Cam Graham. So that's pretty interesting. Smiling Sam Alvey. B2FS 183. I don't know where I'll be able to watch this fight, but you could get tickets, I guess. I don't know. His opponent's record is 5-12. So Sam Alvey, let's hope he gets it done, because we're rooting for the uncuttable Sam Alvey. This is once again the bout order for that fight. I agree with Marcel here, 100%. I wanted this fight to be a part of the main card, especially with how it went out, and also the title implications for this fight. The winner of this fight is definitely getting a title shot. We already got the winner. Brandon Royval should be getting that title shot next if Brandon Moreno does defend successfully against Alejandro Pantoja, because he is number 4, and he probably should be number 3 right now above Kai Kara France, probably, in the top 3. So I don't know. That performance was definitely top 3, title shot worthy performance. Left absolutely no doubts, no questions, and did it against a top 5 contender in Brandon Royval. In Matheus Nicolau, who's very hard to finish and was on a pretty impressive win streak up until that point. He should get the title shot next. Does Brandon Royval? For sure. That's me, at least. This one hurt. This one for sure hurt. Jonathan Pierce is out of his fight against Bryce Mitchell at UFC 288. Pretty sad. We had the number 11th ranked Bryce Mitchell going up against the formerly ranked at number 15 Jonathan Pierce. He was ranked for about a week or two, and yeah, it was going to be a fun fight between two wrestlers, but now it's off. But it's all good, because arguably Bryce Mitchell has a better fight booked now. We're going to get into that as well later in this week. This is Thursday. I'm pretty sure I went over some roster additions Yeah. So this was Tuesday. Bruna Brazil was added to the roster, 8-2 with one draw. Strawweight out of Brazil, fighting Denise Gomez this weekend. 5 finishes, 3 knockouts, technical knockouts, wins on Dana White's Contender Series, the LFA, Shooto Brazil, and other smaller promotions. On a 6-fight win streak, she started her career with winless with one loss and one draw, but has been 8-1 ever since. Her last loss was in 2017. Very impressive there. Also, another no, not an addition. This is a roster removal on Tuesday. 9-6 with one draw, 6-6 with one draw in the UFC. Strawweight on a 5-fight losing streak. Notable wins against Joanne Wood, Jessica Ai, and Jillian Robertson before the UFC, and Aspen Ladd in amateur MMA fights. Cynthia Calvillo, who fought on UFC 287, got removed from the roster. Very sad there. Lost to Lupi Godinez, and that was that was it for Cynthia Calvillo, I guess. On Wednesday, Azat Maksum was added to the UFC roster. 16-0 undefeated fighter from Kazakhstan. 11 finishes, 6 submissions, wins in Octagon, Brave CF, and other smaller promotions. Very impressive there. Also on April 12th, on Wednesday, Asu Almabayev, another Kazakhstani, was added to the UFC roster. 17-2 with 29-year-old flyweight out of Kazakhstan. On a 13-fight win streak, 11 finishes, 8 submissions, wins in Brave CF, ACB, AMC, M1, and other small promotions. Very cool. Also, Braxton Smith, who I talked about before. On Wednesday, he was added to the UFC roster. 33-year-old, 5-1 heavyweight with no fight scheduled. He does have a fight scheduled now against Parker Porter. All 5 wins by knockout/technical knockout. Wins in Peak Fighting and B2 Fighting Series. So very interesting there. Also, nope, that's it for the week in terms of roster updates. So we're going to move on. We're in Thursday now. So we're going to keep going in Thursday. Let's see what happens on Thursday. Nothing. So we're going to move on to Friday now. And on Friday, what happened? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, rebooked. A fight got rebooked between Carl Williams and Chase Sherman. This fight was meant to happen a week prior at UFC 287. However, a few hours before the fight was meant to take place, Chase Sherman had to pull out with a medical issue. So now it is rescheduled for UFC Charlotte. Pretty sure it was MMA Guru who said that this fight should have been scheduled for the card after, for May 20th. I agree 100%. I don't know why this fight's not on that card. Probably should be. But I guess we move. Also, yes, the scheduled lightweight fight between Charles Oliveira and Beneil Dariush, number 1 versus number 4 for UFC 288, the co-main event, had to be postponed. It is no longer happening on UFC 288, and a lot of backlash was did the UFC 288 card receive because of this. I was meant to make a video about this, but week was very busy. The week was very busy. There's just, not a lot I could do, and it is what it is. Talking about it now, very sad. There's not a lot else I really could have said about it in a full length, 7-minute video. But this fight is rumored to be happening on what is it called? UFC 289 in Canada, and the Canada card is looking really good. It's looking really, really good. It's got a lot of ranked fighters, a lot of good talent on that card. A lot of people immediately gave it shit for the main event, but now it's actually shaping up to be a really good card. If you don't believe me, just look at all the fights that have been announced for UFC 289. Them fights are good. Main event, you may not like it, okay, but you're definitely going to like the co-main event, the featured bout, and every other fight that's on that card. You will enjoy it. If you don't enjoy the fight, then you at least enjoyed the matchup that was made prior to the fight happening. You will like the look of that card. If you disregard the main event, it's a pretty good fucking card. So, y'all gotta stop giving shit to UFC 289 because it's actually looking pretty good. So, also, what else got announced? Yeah, this one happened. This is pretty sad. Also, what else? We're in Saturday now, where it was announced that Max Holloway took the win against Arnold Allen in a unanimous decision. Also, Zach Cummings retired from the sport. So did Ed Herman. They retired from the UFC. Zach Cummings retired in front of his home crowd, which is pretty cool. Also, Brandon Royval got that win. He should be getting that title shot soon. Also, this fight got announced like while the main card was happening. With Jonathan Pierce pulling out, Movsar Evloev stepped in. He will fight Bryce Mitchell at UFC 288 on May 6th. I'm pretty sure this is number 10 versus number 11 at featherweight. This fight was meant to happen in the main event back in October or in November of 2022. Is now rescheduled. Very glad that this fight is happening again. Except the whole thing of two undefeated guys going up against each other, two guys with like the same record at 15-0. That's kind of off the table now. Bryce Mitchell did lose against Ilya Topuria. Still a very exciting fight. Still a fight that I would love to see. And it's happening UFC 288. So 288 doesn't lose as much value as it could have lost from losing, the Jonathan Pierce. Did lose a lot of value from losing that co-main event. But they're looking for a new one. So apparently. So it is what it is. That was, this is pretty cool. Cub Swanson in 2011 took Clay Guida to his first BJJ tournament, and they met a 16-year-old Rafa Garcia. They ended up fighting this day, the day that this tweet was made. So that was pretty cool. Fight of the night was given to Bill Algeo versus and TJ Brown, and performance bonuses were given to I forgot. I don't think he had them pulled up. Yeah, we're already getting into, I can't show this. This is Sunday, so I can't. That's the next week. But, fight performance of the night, I'm pretty sure Barbosa got it, and I think Royval got it as well. And if he didn't, then he should have. Then the title shot. So, that's pretty much it for the week of... my brain froze. I thought of the 15th. That's pretty much it for the week of Sunday, April 9th, all the way through Saturday, April 15th. A lot of fights happening this weekend, Friday and Saturday. There's a bunch of fights, so many events. I have to cover all of those. So I'm just trying to put out as much content as possible, try to make as many predictions as possible. And I'll definitely be enjoying this week, before all these finals and final exams happen. During that whole time period of exams, I might have to take a break off of content creation just for a bit. Because, I do have to focus on them studies. And then after that, it's just summer break from there. It's just going to be only content. So be ready for that. Yeah, this week was a pretty fun week. Pretty fun card at the end of the week there as well. And I'll see you all in the next one when I do... What's it called? Why is my brain freezing? This was last week's, so I'm not doing another Chico Weekly until Sunday. Today's actually Thursday, so I'm gonna see you all in the next video, whether it's Misfits, UFC, or whatever. But there's a few things I have to cover, so you'll probably see me upload another video soon after this one's uploaded. So stay tuned for that.